Hi, it's James Harrison here to talk about the next daily drumming influence revisited. Today it is Danny Seraphine. I say Seraphine, it may be Seraphine, from Chicago, the original drummer for Chicago. One of my total idols when I was a kid, because I was really a big band drummer at heart. I liked a lot of big band drumming. And I liked bands like Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago, which had that blend of rock and jazz and some of that. And Danny Seraphine had a lot of that freedom at the time to be that kind of a drummer, playing some jazz licks and everything with Chicago, and I just really loved it. I know a lot of it got cut, like "Make Me Smile." We all heard the tune before, but "Make Me Smile" is part of a giant suite called "A Suite for a Girl in Buchanan," and it's, to me, the entire thing is much better than just the "Make Me Smile" single. And "Color My World," which we've all heard, is actually part of that suite as well. But Danny Seraphine, one of the best drummers ever. I actually got to talk to him on the phone one time. He won't remember this, but I had Greg Bissonette, another drumming hero, come into Idaho one time and do a day of percussion clinic, and I was talking with Greg in the office, and we were mentioning some of our favorite drummers, and I said, well, growing up as a kid, Danny Seraphine. He's like, and he pulled out his phone and dialed Danny. Hey man, this guy here says you're one of his heroes, and passed the phone to me. I got to talk to him for a second. Still an amazing drummer, and I know that the David Foster era of Chicago, although a different direction and more synth and pop oriented, it did help put Chicago back on the charts because they had kind of fallen off. It became less of an experimental jazz-oriented Chicago. And actually, from that point on, Peter Cetera pretty much split and went solo and became definitely more pop-oriented. But when you see the band live, even though it's a lot of different players and everything like that, they're still incredible. Another drumming hero is one of the drummers now, and another one who replaced Danny is still a drumming hero. But they play all the great stuff from the 60s on. So it's if you get a chance to see it, you can't miss it. It's worth it. However, a certain drummer, Danny Seraphine, one of my favorite drummers of all time, incredible, and the daily drumming influence for today.